folks, I have assembled for you some of the dumbest, most broken, most game-breaking, and just generally most ridiculous infinite combos and touch of death combos from the history of fighting games. We're starting out here with Street Fighter 3 Second Impact. So I first learned about this from Justin Wong. He showed me that with Hugo, you can throw the opponent into the corner, and then you can loop his clap. And this isn't a true infinite because there is a juggle limit, so after a certain amount of claps, they will fall out. But by that point, you've already stunned them, and then you can pretty easily kill them off of the stun. So of all characters, who would have thought that Hugo has a true 100% semi-infinite touch of death? Pretty ridiculous. Hugo, of all characters. Next up, let's hop into Marvel vs. Capcom 1. This is one Marvel game that I don't actually cover that much on this channel, but it has some pretty funny and ridiculous stuff, including a Gambit Infinite. Let's check it out. Gambit Infinite? And it's pretty easy to do. I think you folks at home can probably pull this one off if you want. It's Light Punch, Kinetic Card, and then you just do Light Punch, Light Kick over and over. And holding forward helps a little bit to scoot the opponent into the corner. So it looks like this. There we go. And you can even end the combo like that too if you want. So I'm going to attempt to do 100% with this, but it's going to be really hard because I'm going to have to keep the rhythm up for like 5 minutes. So let's try it. Oh, guys, I was so close. Okay, I've been at this for a little while. I keep dropping it, but I mean, you guys can see that this is a true infinite, right? You guys at home can try and kill with this. It's pretty hard. You got to really focus to not drop it after that many hits in the combo. But hey, we did pretty good, I think. All right, we're moving through the series here. Let's keep going through the Marvel games. We got Marvel 2, and Sabretooth actually has an infinite. I feel like this infinite isn't very well known, despite being very easy to pull off. So let's check it out. So with Sabretooth, you want to land Wild Fang in the corner, and then you want to hit them on the ground with Crouching Light Kick, Crouching Medium Kick, and then you're going to cancel that into another Wild Fang. And yeah, this just works. You can just do it. Like that. And I think I'm going to be able to kill with this one. It's not as hard as the Gambit one because it's a lot fewer reps, so let's try to kill. All right, please kill. No, it didn't kill. I didn't want to risk any more reps. Okay, one more time. Oh my God, he popped out. Undizzy. I've never seen that before. Okay, this time for real though. This time for real. We're gonna do the infinite and then we're gonna end it with the super and it's gonna kill. Just watch. All right. I found a more damaging ender. That killed. I promise that did kill. Speaking of things that kill, did you guys know that Captain Commando can kill with one throw? And that's it? Like, just do one throw? It's really hard to do though, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull it off. I'm gonna do it against Roll because she has low health, so maybe that'll make it easier. So all you have to do is do his kick throw, and then mash as much as possible. And the more you mash and the more directions that you hit on the controller, the more damage you do. So there is a random factor to it. It's not ever guaranteed, but you can do a ton of damage this way. But you can see I'm not optimal enough at mashing. I've literally never been able to make this happen. But then randomly, there's this video from 2013. Shout outs to BZ Choi, who actually pulled this off. I have never in all my years been able to do this, but this guy does it. I guess he's just built different at mashing. It's also possible there's some trick that I don't know, or like maybe it requires a specific type of controller. But yeah, I have never been able to do 100% with this, but it's pretty fun to try. But you got to be careful because you'll literally like break your controller from mashing too much. But yeah, you can do 100% with just one throw. All right, we're continuing to kind of work our way through chronologically here. We're on to Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Spider-Man has a pretty funny loop that he can do. Basically, you just land any combo, whatever, it doesn't really matter. X Factor, web throw, and then you can simply loop web throws. And you can just keep doing this until the opponent dies or, you know, until you run out of X Factor. But if you have X Factor 3, you should have plenty and be able to kill pretty easily. So yeah, that one's pretty good. The web throw loop. But of course, when it comes to true infinites in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the number one thing that enables them is something called the TAC glitch. So Team Aerial Combo is a mechanic where essentially you do an air combo and you tag into the next character. And the opponent can actually guess right on the direction, up, down, or sideways. And if they guess right, they escape the combo. But if they don't, you essentially get a free combo. And the combo here is going to have no hit stun scaling. So hit stun scaling is what the game essentially uses to prevent your combos from going on too long. So of course, with no hit stun scaling, you can essentially do whatever combo you want, except as soon as your feet touch the ground on a TAC combo, hit stun scaling is re-enabled. So they did this to prevent infinites. You can essentially do whatever combo you want in the air, but as soon as you touch the ground, boom, the combo is probably going to have to end. They're going to re-enable hit stun scaling. But there is a way to bypass this, and it's pretty complicated. So the basic idea is, if you hit the opponent and the screen is kind of frozen from the hit stun right as you land, the game won't notice that you've touched the ground, and you can jump again before the game actually registers that you've touched the ground. So you basically have to hit them like really, really low to the ground, and basically your jump gets hidden, or the fact that you touch the ground gets hidden from the game. It doesn't realize you've touched the ground. So hit stun scaling remains disabled. So you can do some pretty nasty infinites with this. I feel like Sentinel is probably the easiest character to do this with. And you can see the hit stun scaling never kicks in because the game doesn't ever recognize that my feet have touched the ground. So most good characters in the game can do an infinite off of a team aerial combo if you have the execution to successfully pull off this little trick. But there are still a very, very small number of infinites in the game that don't rely on this team aerial combo, which is good, right? Because they can still guess right. They can guess right on the 1 in 3 chance to get out. So it's not ideal to rely on that to get an infinite. So there are some other ones. So Beautiful Joe Bomb has a very interesting bug. Normally, you're only allowed to call an assist 1 time per combo. And then if you try to call it multiple times, you'll be locked out until the combo ends. But if we call Beautiful Joe assist during a combo, and then we block the bomb, so I'm blocking the bomb, but the opponent's getting hit by it, the game doesn't recognize that the assist hit, and so I can call it again multiple times. But for whatever reason, this only seems to work on player 1 side. This infinite is banned in tournaments because only player 1 can do it. It would be unfair to have something that only 1 player has access to. So we launch them, we knock them down onto the bomb, but we blocked the bomb. So we can call the bomb again, and again, and again. And, you know, this being Marvel 3, there's about a million different ways that we can kill off this. So, yeah, super, super easy way to loop and kill the enemy using a Beautiful Joe Bomb, which is pretty hilarious. Not an assist that you see that often, but this one specific use case, if you're on player 1 side only, is pretty great. All right, guys, one more before we close it out for the day. We're playing Fighters History Revenge, better known by the title Karnov's Revenge. And we're going to be playing some Karnov here. We've had enough with the Marvel games. Let's play some real Kusoge here. So this guy here, Karnov, he's well known for being maybe one of the more broken fighting game characters in history. He has this ridiculously powerful projectile. This is like Sagat tier projectile. He's also got the Balluno, which is just a broken move in so many ways. You could use it for combos. You could use it for mix-ups. You can follow up afterwards. It's invincible. Yeah, one of the best moves ever is the Balluno. But Karnov has one move which I'm very interested in today, which is his charge move, back, forward, plus kicks. So the way this move is supposed to work is when you hit the opponent with it, it's going to knock them down. So you're not going to be able to combo off it, right? It's going to knock them down. But it turns out that if the last hit whiffs, it doesn't knock down. And I think we're going to be able to abuse this in some pretty interesting ways. So Karnov has one of the easiest infinites I've ever seen. So if we space ourselves just right, we can pull off one of the easiest infinites I've ever seen in fighting games. This is actually so simple This is another one that I think you guys at home could definitely pull this off if you just gave it a little bit of practice. And yeah, you can super easily do 100% in this game. Damage is very high. So that combined with all the other ridiculous stuff Karnov has, the balloon and all that nonsense, yeah, definitely one of the more broken characters in fighting game history. But what do you guys think? I hope you enjoyed the video. I really like doing these types of videos, even though there are a lot of work to do all the research, to learn all the combos, all that stuff. So let me know if you enjoyed it, and let me know if there's other easy infinites and TODs that you know about that I haven't included in a video yet. I would love to hear it. But with that, we're going to end the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.